Alright guys, I'm back to give you another lesson, part 2 on scales, or playing scales in multiple positions. I'm going to go back to the pentatonic and the blues scale because it's just as applicable as a major scale, obviously a lot more, it even has the word blues in it. Okay, but before I do, I'd like to address one little thing here. I'm wearing my Satan and Adam shirt, which you may know Adam Gusso's lessons. Now, everybody's got a motive, and a lot of people write me and say, hey, thanks for putting everything up for free. Well, I got a couple of reasons why I do that. Number one, I believe you have to give it away in order to keep it with everything in life. Number two, I want you all to watch my other YouTube videos that aren't instructional videos, my ones of me playing with my band. Number three, I'd love it if you all came and saw my band. Number four, I have face-to-face instructional seminars that go on a couple of times a year. The next one coming up is October 19th through the 21st. You can sign up and register for that at www.jasonricci.com. That's RICCI.com. Okay? So now that that's out of the way, I just want to let you know I got that stuff. There's nothing like face-to-face instruction. All these guys that are up here telling you about stuff on YouTube and giving you free lessons on YouTube, all of us learned face-to-face by somebody in person. That's organic. That's the way you really get this stuff. Now, you can get it off of YouTube, and it certainly is a tool, but we didn't have it, and I'll tell you, there's nothing that can take the place of face-to-face instruction. I learned face-to-face from Adam Gusso, not on YouTube, in 1996, from Pat Ramsey, in 95 through now, And through all of these guys, even Howard Levy, I sat down with them at one time or another in between sets at their gig or something and learned that way. So, everybody's got a motive, and mine is for you just to come to my shows, come to my seminars, hang out, and let's be human, let's be real time, let's be non-virtual. But if you can't, by all means, get everything you can out of this, and I'll keep making them whether you come or not. All right. Got my little Stradivarius here I talked about earlier. It's E flat. Okay, pentatonic scale. Give my boyfriend the lighter here. Come here, honey. There you go. All right, now that that's out of the way. The pentatonic scale. Adam Gusso covers it completely thoroughly in one of his lessons. I also mentioned it and how to do it and stuff in an earlier lesson. Let me get right down to the nitty-gritty then. If you need more help on that, go back. Pentatonic blues scale, Adam Gusso's lessons, or my playing fast lesson part 1. I'm sure there's other more lessons on YouTube here, but what I'm going to do is show you how to play it in multiple positions and then show you why it's a good idea to learn them. First, in second position, cross harp, the band would be in B flat, you'd be playing an E flat harmonica, you'd play. You're all familiar with that. To play it in first position is hard. Okay, at least it's hard at first. It's still hard for me. Okay, I play 4 blow, 4 overblow, 5 draw, 6 blow, 6 overblow, 7 draw. So one more time. 4, 4 overblow, 5, 6 blow, 6 overblow, 7 blow. Put it together, it sounds like... just like it did in cross harp, except in another key. That key is E flat, by the way. That's it in B flat in cross harp. In first position, it's in E flat in first position. Now, I almost played another note there. The note I almost played was the one that we all play for the blues scale in cross harp. The flat 5, or the 4 draw bent, a half step. You play the 5 overblow in first position to get that note, the flat 5. All right, phew, I did it. So anyway, now going to the third position, you play the 4 draw, the 5 draw, the 6 blow, the 6 draw, and the 7 blow, then the 8 draw. Now to get the flat 5, just bend the 6 on the way up to the 6 draw after playing the 6 blow, to get the blues scale instead of the pentatonic scale. So 4 draw, the second time I did a straight pentatonic. I believe it's really good to just work on the pentatonic and leave the flat 5 out of there because it's such a common note for us to play all the time that it almost happens all the time anyway, whether we're playing or not. We love to bend notes. And that's third position. That's cross harp. Actually, here's first position. Bending that overblow to get that same thing. Yeah, you don't hear too many guys doing that. Actually, I haven't really heard anybody doing it in the blues besides me, but it is a helpful technique, and if your harp's set up right, it should happen. So anyway, let me play all these 3 positions for you really quick, back to back, starting with second position, moving to first position, and moving to third, we'll start with just the pentatonic scale, not the blues scale. 2 times. Now, that was in first position, now to third position. Okay, back to first position. Back to cross-eyed. Okay, now also you can play, you can try to play these in the first octave, which is pretty tough. Wow, that was really bad. Let's just not try to play it in the first octave, at least not the first position part. The third position part you should definitely learn down there. Pretty hard to get that intonation right on a 3-draw and an E flat, making excuses. Actually, it's pretty hard for me to do that, but maybe you can do it better than I can. So, and definitely do it and then come to my show or come to Rockers in the Rockies and show it to me. Anyway, another plug. So, how do you use this stuff? All right, let me give you a good example. Let's take the tune Help Me. Okay, I'm going to improvise, I'm going to play the head or play the chord progression or the bass line 1 time through, then I'm going to improvise, changing positions, essentially changing keys, treating each chord change as a key change, and then coming back to the end and talking to you and then going home and eating pizza and watching the rest of The Shining, which I didn't finish last night. Here we go. Okay, so I was improvising and changing positions and changing keys while I was playing. Now, the thing is, you don't want to actually be thinking completely like you're changing position because any note, you're in cross harp. Even though you're moving the positions around and treating them differently, essentially you're still in cross harp. Okay, but what you can do is know those notes, know those scales, and then you know where your overblows will work. Then you know where other holes that you don't normally use on the harmonica will work. See, what happens is the chords change. When the chords change, a variety of other notes that are available to you open up. It's called harmony. That's what harmony is notes that relate to other notes. Okay, and that's what you got. So you can make it a little less, boxy and work it in real gradually. Check my YouTube stuff for this. I have with my band. You can hear, especially when I do a slow blues, you can really hear me treating each chord change like a different chord, like a key change, but a lot more smoothly than I just did here because it's not as rushed. So remember, Rockers in the Rockies, Rockers in the Rockies. Jason Ricci.